All of you, good morning. I am Anbraj, social science teacher, RE Metric Higher Secondary School, Melur. In this session, we have study about history, third unit. Topic: early Tamil society and culture. Learning objectives. The objectives of this lesson are to familiarize yourself with Tamil literary, archaeological, epigraphic, and non-Tamil text sources for the study of the early Tamil society. Thinai, based life in the society. Literature, poverty, society, economy, and urbanization during the period. First of all, introduction. Tamil civilization, as we have seen, begins at least 3 centuries before the Common Era, Christian era. As seafaring people, Tamil traders and sailors established commercial and cultural links across the sea, and merchants from foreign territories also visited the Tamil region. The resulting cultural and mercantile activities and international developments led to urbanization in this region. Towns, ports emerged. Coins and currency came into circulation. Written documents were produced. The Tamil Brahmi script was adapted to write Tamil language. Classical Tamil poems were composed. Nextly, sources for the study of early Tamil society. The sources for reconstructing the history of the ancient Tamils are. The sources for reconstructing the history of the ancient Tamils are classical Tamil literature, epigraphy, archaeological excavations, and material culture. Non-Tamil and foreign literature. The classical Sangam Tamil literature. The classical Sangam corpus collection. Corpus means collection. Consists of the Tolkappiyam, the Padinan Melkanakku, 18 major works of Tamil literature, and Padinan Kilkanakku, 18 minor works of Tamil literature, and 5 epics. Tolkappiyam. Tolkappiyam, attributed to Tolkappiyar, is the earliest written work on Tamil grammar, apart from elaborating the rules of grammar. The third sections of Tolkappiyam also describes poetic conventions that provide information on Tamil social life. The texts of Padinan Melkanakku include Pattu Pattu and Ettu Thogai. These texts are the oldest among the classical Tamil texts. The texts of பதினெண் கீழ்க்கணக்கு belong to a later date. The எட்டுத்தொகை or 8 anthologies are நற்றிணை, குறுந்தொகை, பரிபாடல், பதிற்றுப்பற்று, ஐங்குறுநூறு, கலித்தொகை, அகநானூறு and புறநானூறு. பத்துப்பாட்டு or 10 idylls collections includes 10 long songs. 10 long songs refers பத்துப்பாட்டு. They are திருமுருகாற்றுப்படை, புறநானூற்றுப்படை, பெரும்பானாற்றுப்படை, சிறுபானாற்றுப்படை, முல்லைப்பாட்டு, நெடுநல்வாடை, மதுரை காஞ்சி, குறிஞ்சிப்பாட்டு, பட்டினப்பாலை, மலைபடு கடாம். 11 கீழ்க்கணக்கு 18 minor works. The 11 கீழ்க்கணக்கு comprises 18 texts elaborating on ethics and morals. The 11 கீழ்க்கணக்கு comprises 18 texts elaborating on ethics and morals. The preeminent work among these is the Tirukkural, composed by Thiruvalluvar. In 1330 couplets, Tirukkural considers questions of morality, statecrafts, and love. The 5 epics of Tamil literature. The epics are Kappiyams or long narrative poem of very high quality. They are சிலப்பதிகாரம், மணிமேகலை, சீவக சிந்தாமணி, வளையாபதி and குண்டலகேசி. Epigraphy. Nextly, epigraphy. Epigraphy is the study of inscriptions. Inscriptions means on inscription is writing carved into something made of stone or metal. Inscriptions are documents scripted on stone, copper plates, and other media such as coins, rings, etc. The development of script marks the beginning of the historical period. The development of script marks the beginning of the historical period. Nextly, Tamil Brahmi inscriptions. Tamil Brahmi inscriptions have been found in more than 30 sites in Tamil Nadu, mostly on cave surfaces and rock shelters. These caves were the abbots monks. Abbots means a piece of residence or a house. Okay. Mostly Jain monks. The natural caves were converted into residence. By cutting a drip line to keep rainwater away from the cave. A drip line means drip line is the area directly located under the outer circumstances of rock. Inscriptions often occur below such drip lines. Inscriptions often occur below such drip lines in the cave. The sites have smooth stone beds. The sites have smooth smooth beds carved on rock surface for monks who lived a simple life and lived in these shelters. Merchants and kings converted this natural formation as a habitation for monks. Merchants and kings converted these natural formations as a habitation for monks. Monks had renounced worldly life. Mangulam, Muthupatti, Pugalur, Arasalur, and Kongar Puliangulam, and Jambai are some of the major sites of the such caves with Tamil Brahmi inscriptions. Here, Mangalam is situated, our nearest place, like the village Vellaripatti. From there, we should reach the Mangalam site. The Mangalam site is one of the earliest Brahmi Tamil inscriptions in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Around Madurai and many such caves with Tamil Brahmi inscriptions can still be seen. Many of them are located along ancient trade routes. Nextly, hero stones. Hero stones are memorials erected for those who lost their lives in the battles and in cattle raids. Hero stones are memorials erected for those who lost their lives in the battles and the cattle raids. As cattle were considered an important source of wealth. Raiding cattle owned by adjoining tribes and clans was common practice in a pastoral society. Pastoral means land used for keeping or grazing of cattle. During the Sangam age, the Mullai landscape followed the pastoral way of life. Tribal chieftains plundered the cattle wealth of enemies, whose warriors fought to protect their cattle. Many warriors died to such battles and were remembered as martyrs. Martyrs means a person who is killed because of their religious or other beliefs. Okay. Memorial stones were erected in their honor. Sangam literature vividly portrays this battle and clashes and describes such as hero stones as objects of worship. Hero stones as objects of worship. Tolkappiyam describes the procedure for erecting hero stones. Tolkappiyam describes the procedure for erecting hero stones. Hero stones of the Sangam age with the Tamil Brahmi inscriptions can be found at Puliman Kombe and Tadapatti in Theni district and Porpanekottai in Pudukkottai district. Those of the Sangam age discovered till now do not have images or sculptures. Puliman Gombe, shall we know about the Puliman Gombe hero stones? Puliman Gombe is a village in the Vaigai River Valley, the Theni district. In 2006, rare hero stones inscriptions in Tamil Brahmi scripts were discovered of the villages. One of the inscriptions from Puliman Kombe reads, Kudalur Agol Pedu Tian Andavan Kal. It means the stone of Tian Andavan, who was killed in the cattle raid at the village of Kudalur. Hero stones of the post-Sangam age and Pallava period occurred in large numbers in pastoral regions, especially around the Chengam region near Tiruvannamalai district. These hero stones have inscriptions and the images for warriors and the names of heroes. Inscriptions. Pottery vessels from early historic period have names of people engraved on them in Tamil Brahmi script. Potsherds have been discovered. Potsherd means a broken piece of ceramic metallic materials, especially one found on archaeological sites. Okay. Potsherds have been discovered in Arikamedu, Alagangulam, Kodumanal, Kiladi. Kiladi is in near about us. Do you know Kiladi research? Near the Sivenge district. Kiladi is situated near the border of Sivagangai and Madurai in Sivenge district. Many archaeological discoveries recently invented, okay, and many other sites in Tamil Nadu. Pottery inscribed with the names in Tamil Brahmi scripts have also been found in the Berenice and Qasr al-Qadam in Egypt and Korori in Oman, indicating that early Tamils had trade contacts with the West Asia along Red Sea coast. People edged their names. Edged means the act or process of making designs or pictures on a metal plate. Okay. People edged their names on pottery to indicate ownership. Many of the names are in Tamil, while some are in Prakrit. Prakrit was the language used by common people in the northern part of India during the Mauryan period. Okay, students, the session is over. We will meet the next session.